Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to do a video about my item of the month. So if you're new here, I have been pulling an item randomly every month to include in my daily journal. And I had this idea just to kind of inspire myself to use my stash and use my supplies that I don't normally reach for in my daily journal. Sometimes because it takes more energy or they're more detail, involving, I don't know. Sometimes because they're in another part of my room and I get in a habit, right? So anyway, this month is August of 2024. I chose, again, randomly, the item embossed. So every month that I've done it, I think this is like month 4, I've tried to show you like my stash, my process, my options. I know everybody has different things. And so I would love it if you could play along. Like, I love it when you guys comment like, oh, I'm getting out my old stash, or I found something, or I want to try it, or you gave me a reminder to look through my stuff. That's exactly the purpose. So if you would like to join in, please join in. You don't have to do my item of the month. You could choose your own item of the month, but it's always fun to hear and to see your pictures and posts of you guys posting when you do, the same item of the month. So every month that I've done it, I have kind of gone through a discussion with you guys about my supply, how I'm using it, maybe reorganizing it, going through it again. So embossed was a difficult one. It was difficult for a couple of reasons. One, it involves stuff, right? It involves supplies as opposed to just stash. And 2, I was gone for literally 2 weeks this month, like gone. And so trying to incorporate something embossed on every day of my journal, is a little bit difficult. So what I ended up doing, and I already had these done. Now this is a system I already do. I've brought my machine over. My desk looks different today. I brought my machine over to show you, but I'm going to show you, no, I'm not. We're going to talk about 4 different kinds of embossing. How about that? And I will wait on this. Okay. We're going to talk about it. I was going to show you some, but I couldn't find my stuff. Now, I don't know if I don't have it anymore. So again, this is all good. This is all good energy because I went through my stuff. One of the other item of the months is like stamped. And so I was looking for my embossed ink pads today and I don't have any. I can't find any. So I swear I just got one in the mail. So I need to, it's killing me. It's literally bothering me. So let's talk about it. What is embossed? Embossed, basically, if you look it up, is a definition of something marked that leaves a relief, right? That leaves a mark, essentially a relief of a mark. So it changes the form of the item. Now you could emboss on leather, you can emboss on paper, you can emboss on lots of things. Am I an expert? No. Is this a tutorial? Absolutely not. This is just you and me hanging out, having a chat. Okay. So I wanted to show you a couple ideas I had for embossing. Obviously the major one is just paper embossing, and I'm going to do that with you with my Sizzix. But one of the other things I was going to do with you today, but I'm just not. But I wanted to show you, some of us have shared like these wax seals. And if you have one, or you have the ability to make these, this is embossed. It's embossed wax. So this would count as embossing. Okay. So I did include one of these on my page. These were in Happy Mail that I've received, and I had like 4 or 5. I have like 3 left. So that's one thing of embossing. So wax seal embossing is one. Okay. The other one that I'm not going to do with you guys is stamped embossing. Now, a lot of you have been card makers. You all know this stuff, but the premise obviously is you would take, your stamp. Here's a handmade stamp I have from Sweet Valley at Valley's Creative Corner. You would take your stamp and your ink pad, if this was an embossing ink pad, and the embossing ink pads or pens. I also don't have any embossing pens anymore, and I used to have both of those, but they stay wet. They stay wet long enough. Okay. So you stamp your item with the embossing ink onto your paper. And then you need an embossing powder, and you pour the embossing powder over it. And then you gently figure out that you need a system and you tap your powder onto the paper, empty paper, and you put the extra powder back into the bin, right? So your extra powder goes back in here. You pour a bunch on there, and then you pour it back in here. You put the lid on so it doesn't go all over the carpet, and then you have embossing powder only where the ink is. Okay, and you can get really cool designs with this. I just can't believe I can't find it, but so I apologize, but you guys know the deal, and there's certainly tutorials and videos and all that kind of stuff. So when you have the powder only where your ink is, then you take a heat tool, like it has to be a hot one, not just a hair dryer, and you heat it, and it raises the ink. Okay, so you guys have all seen that. So that's the first kind of embossing, or second actually. You could do wax seal embossing, you could do stamping embossing. Okay, so I mean, super easy. I know you guys know that. This is an example of embossed paper. Now this is a Braille book that I bought for like 50 cents at the thrift store, and it has embossed dots on it. Right now, the embossed side, this is someone can help me. The positive, I think, where the bump is up, the raised part is up, and then this is the negative. But you can see either side's super cool. Okay, and I'll show you with some of my other paper. Okay, staying with just kind of making this sort of thing onto a piece of paper. I recently hauled, that's not true either. I probably a year or two ago now hauled, but this embossing mark making kit thing, and it came with like some seals, so you can, you know, put someone's name on here and mark a seal if you want. Now I just happened to put AJ in here. And let's just play very quickly. I did go through my stash before we chatted just to save some of the pain for you guys. And I grabbed a couple pieces of paper. So let's just see. This is a little tiny thing. So let's just grab a little piece of paper, and we'll try it like this. And you just squeeze it. And now it says Desk of AJ. Okay. So I could include these like in Happy Mail, or, you know, I could put it on a journal, and it has instructions and everything. You can obviously change what it says. Okay. So that's one way. If you ever find this, you know, something like this at a thrift store, it might be worth picking it up. It was at max $2.50. I always say that because I don't remember how much I paid for it. Like, that's the price that was marked. I often find things on sale at the thrift store. So, and it's called, you know, to emboss stationery, right? Yeah. So that's another way to emboss things. Okay. Now, if you have been doing card making or scrapping or whatever crafting for a while, like me, because I'm, you know, old, I have kits that look like this, and a toolkit that looks like this. And I'll zoom you in just a little bit. We are crooked today. I'm really sorry. Not too sure what happened with my setup. You can emboss, again, leather. This set, yeah, this is by Melody Ross. Both of these are by Melody Ross. Yeah. So this is like uppercase and lowercase. It comes with it comes with this setter. And we used to hammer. I know. I would be doing this, you guys, at like the middle of the night, because when my kids were little, that was like the only time I had to craft. And my husband would come out and be like, "What are you doing?" And we would we had a fireplace, and I would be doing it out on the hearth. Yeah. Oh, I didn't bring my pad over. Well, you normally put a pad under here. I don't know if this will work without a pad. I guess we could just try like a paper pad. But anyway, you would put this down, you know, much like, yeah, that's what I used to do in the middle of the night. You could emboss, right, a little letter or something like that. This is how they used to emboss, well, still do, right? Belts and stuff, they just have machines that do it, but to make an impression onto it. So if you have kits like this, if you see them at the thrift store, there's easier ways to do it now than, whoa, sorry, didn't mean to throw that at you. This was a little toolkit that was from Making Memories back in the day. There's easier ways to do it now. They have like ones that are on a spring. They have heavy duty ones. So anyway, but kind of fun. Okay. So that's a few different ways you can emboss. Okay. Now I haven't used this. I literally got it out for you guys. I was like, oh yeah, that's another way. So that again is the purpose of this entire challenge. Okay. But is to think about different ways to emboss, think about different ways to create things in my journal. Okay. So I love this paper. I've already used a piece of the Braille in this month's paper. Okay. Let's talk about what most of you, I think, do when you emboss. And I'm only doing this, you guys, because you asked for it and said, yeah, please show us. Ooh, you're shaking. Like, please show us, you know, your embossing. I am not an expert. So some of you are like, girl, you are a hot mess. So yes. Okay. All right. This is the Sizzix. I have the old Sizzix. I have the old red one. I swear, I think it weighs 12 pounds. I'm not joking. Like, I literally think they told me that. This one's kind of fun. I don't know which one this is, but it folds up like this. So you can stow it. This goes away, like it folds flat. But I leave it open. I am more able and more willing to use things when they're out on my desk. And I have a little tiny table behind me, like on the other side of the room. I do have to get up to use it, but I'm more willing to use it. Now, does that help at all? It's kind of glary. I'll see. We'll see if that helps. I've shared this with you guys before. My printer for my photos is also on the other side of my room. So when I go and print photos, as they're printing, I normally die cut some things. I just roll some paper through here or emboss some things. Okay, so that is how I have this pile. Now this pile is pretty thin compared to how it started. I did send some out in Happy Mail, but I've been using it. This is what I took with me for 2 weeks when I did no journaling. But this is what I've been using. I haven't embossed anything new. Okay, so I just wanted to show you some of the folders I have. We're not going to use them all, obviously. But and a little bit of my thoughts on it. So first of all, this is how I keep my die cuts. It's a Happy Mail, Happy Planner, I believe, brand, like desk organizer. And I have most of my die cuts in here as well on this side. And then my embossing on this side, my embossing folders on this side. Okay. So I find it nice to kind of go and be able to find it all in one place. Some of these die cut things actually emboss as well as die cut. They're not separated that way for me. If it cuts, it goes on this side pretty much as if it just embosses, it goes on this side. So let me show you kind of what I have, and then we'll play for a few minutes. I mean, I understand you, again, it's not a tutorial. It's just hanging out with Allison, and Allison's going to get some die cuts done or some embossing done so we can finish out the month with a little bit different choices than what I have. Okay. All right. So if you don't normally emboss, again, I'm not an expert, but I really enjoy actually die cutting and embossing on a lot of different things. Okay. Now I have a pile right here. I pulled a bunch of stuff that we could play with. This is a piece of paper I want to try. This is that stone paper that I got in a journal. So we'll definitely try this one. This is a little envelope. Now I have one in my journal and someone asked they said like, did you emboss a piece of paper and fold it into an envelope? And I absolutely did not. I sent the whole thing through the embosser. So we'll try that. I really like embossing on patterned paper. Now, obviously it gives you a pro and a con to it, right? Because it makes it more busy and maybe the embossing won't show up. So I brought some of that. Here is some packaging that was in the back of like, I don't know what, some design thing, right? It's very thin. Here's a piece of painted paper out of one of my old journals. I'm struggling to use this, so I'd like to use it. Like this brown and this blue doesn't speak to my soul. So, okay, solid cardstock is the easiest choice. That's what most people will emboss on when you're making like, you know, nice cards and all that kind of stuff. You're going to use like a high quality like cardstock, right? It's going to look nice. But for my journal, for my needs, I don't have to do that. So I pulled some random pieces of paper. I pulled some scrapbook paper. Like I'm having a hard time using this. So I'm going to emboss it. Now these are just strips. They're not the full size of the card. Okay. So that's that idea. I have some cutout cardstock in my scrap drawer already. We might as well get it out and emboss it because I feel like I'm going to use it more for embossing than die cutting. Okay. I'd rather die cut out of a pattern piece of paper than this. Okay. So there's some solid cardstock we can play with. I also pulled this out of a magazine. I love, like I said, die cutting. I love die cutting pictures like this because you can't see the picture, obviously. I mean, depending on the die cut, I'm not talking like a solid circle, but like flowers or leaves or something fun. I think the embossing will look cool on here also. So we're going to give it a try. Okay. You could do the same thing. There's a cool bird on the back. I don't know. I definitely pulled it for this one. And same here, right? I'm never going to use this picture in my journal. So we might as well die cut it or emboss it. Okay. Let's see, that piece of paper goes over there. All right. The other thing I grabbed, because I don't use them often, and I don't know why, they're the perfect size for our journals. Like, come on, Allison. But again, this is the beauty of this challenge for me is I'm actually going through my stash and I'm not using the exact same stuff. Okay. So this right here is this same width. Okay. So you don't have to cut down paper. So if you have any of these 6x6 pads, these are already ready to go. Now they don't fit the embossing folders exactly, but they fit the width of this machine. Now some of you have a bigger machine, which is wider, and I am envious, but not getting it. I am not. Okay. This technically is embossed. Okay. It's raised. I don't like if you can see it. I know you can see the metallic, but it's raised off the paper. It's bumpy. So that's technically embossed. So some of you, I would imagine if you have like scrapbook paper, in some of the cut apart sheets, sometimes they have a special sheet. It's embossed. Okay. So some of these, I already pulled some that I wanted to use this month. And so these are kind of like what's left, but like that one I would maybe emboss on, but I don't need to. So we're not going to use this one, but I just wanted to show you some of my choices that I have in these pads. And then we can decide if we want to use them. But I think I've already kind of gone through these, but they're super fun and I want to use them more. Like how cute are those scissors and these pencils? Okay, so this is interesting because I really want to use this like for the school days coming up, and this is not my colors at all for, I don't know what's happening with my light. I'm really sorry today, you guys. I had to move my desk around, but those are not my colors for school, and I really like it. But so I'm wondering if we want to pull it, because when else are we going to use that? I guess if you wrote a letter or a pen pal. Look at the scissors. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, stay focused, Allison. Here's a little nautical one. Again, Now, again, some of these are double-sided, which is super fun. So this is an example. This would look really fun embossed. And if you're not going to use the other side, or maybe that would work as well. I mean, I actually love this side, but often the B side of Stationery, like this is considered the A side, which is their primary print. And then the B side is that yellow. That's stunning. This is, I've showed you this before. This is one of the favorite pieces I did. It was a giant piece of 12 by 12 and I cut it into pieces to get it into my machine. I absolutely love this embosser and this piece of paper, and the backside, in my humble opinion, is pretty gross. I also coffee stained it. It was bright, bright yellow. Okay, so I helped the color a little bit, but I mean, ooh, it's gorgeous. Ooh, it's gorgeous. So I don't think we need to pull any of this. It's pretty busy. That one might take an embossing. That one could work. Okay, so like be open-minded with your stuff. Now, here's another example. In fact, we'll do this one. Okay, I've obviously used this for a couple things. I actually like this, but I'm not going to remember it's here or pull it maybe. So we'll go ahead and emboss it, get this side. All right, this is like a really, really old one from Authentique, obviously. So see the backside, that black's stunning, the red is stunning. Am I going to use this? Probably not. Let's go ahead and use the red and emboss it. And I already have, and then there's doubles in here. Look at that. Is it not gorgeous? Oh, school is here, you guys. I have, yeah, it's over. My summer's over. It's over. It's done. Full-time work. And I'm such a baby about it. I've never had a summer off, and now I'm like, oh, this is lovely. This is lovely. This is one of my favorite little pads. I'm very stingy with using it. Obviously, this is one of my favorite pieces. This not. But am I going to use it? I don't know. I love this one. The Lime Twist from My Mind's Eye. Oh, so cute. I think one was like, I don't even know. I guess they're just called Fly a Kite and Life of the Party, but I felt like they were a little, okay, this is a good one. We're going to use this because I'm not going to use this. So the other thing that I have enjoyed is my items are more current and I'm reaching for them more. Even things that used to be the item of the month, right? So I know, like, I'm not going to use this month for August, but I also am very clear fall is coming. Speaking of August and fall, did everybody know that Starbucks already released their... I'm just going to pull that for September and put it over here with my September pile. Is everyone clear that September already released... Starbucks already released their pumpkin latte? Okay, just checking. I'm a fan. I am. I'm a huge fan of anything pumpkin, but it's August. However, it is currently pouring rain where I live, so it's feeling a little fall, and thank goodness, because after 2 weeks down south, y'all, I honor you living down there. I do. I do. Both of my kids were just like, holy cow, it's hot. I'm playing with this because I really like it. I'm going to put it aside for September because I need to figure that out. Okay, so I'm going to put these away because we're not using these. By away, I mean, you know, in a box on the floor. Okay, let me show you my folders. Now, I've showed you these before. Most of them I got at a thrift store. So some of these came in kits. Like this is a card making kit. They're not all one brand. Here is a unicorn one with a matching stamp. Never going to use it. I mean, I will. Now I will, I promise. Daisies, which are interesting. Not my favorite pull, but maybe. Here's another frame, kind of Art Deco-y. I don't know. Here's a fun one. This was definitely a Christmas one, I remember, and it has like stamps that go in the middle, maybe. I like this one with this broad stripe and stuff, so we'll definitely use that one. This is a fun one. It looks like wood. Oh, that's not helping, is it? Well, we'll see. Okay, we'll do one of those. This is a, oh, this is a fun one. What brand is this? This is a Spellbinders. Okay, for those of you that are brand people, and Spellbinders makes their own machine. Okay, so this one is a Harlequin, like diamond. Is that what you call it? But look on the inside, it's checkerboard, and it can go either way. So this is a double one. Pretty cool, huh? Maybe we'll do that. This is one of my favorites. This is from Stampin' Up. I assume it has a matching stamp. I don't think I have it, or a die cut. It probably has a matching die cut. Love this one. So we'll do this one. Here is, I think, my all-time favorite. Now you can see the difference in size. These are kind of made what I would say a card is this, I'm assuming 4x6. Yeah, 4x6. Okay. This is 6x6 and it's stunning. That's the one I showed you earlier. So we'll do that one. Here are some waves. I really like this one. That one's pretty. Here's some little tiny bows. Here's a wreath. Guess we could try that one. Here's some fish scales or mermaid tail. A geometric pattern. Maybe. Okay, now let me show you. I have, oh, look at the seashell one. I love this one. All right, this set I showed you when I hauled it. Okay, now this set has a bunch. It's not a set, but I got them all at the thrift store. Okay, I'll show you one more big one. This is a Christmas one, obviously. Same as the big. Okay, so we won't be doing that one today. And we're not going to be doing these today. All right, these are Cuttlebug, which is another name brand machine, right? This one's Doris. Now, you can use any of these in any of the machines. That's the beauty of it. You have to fuss with it just a little bit, but it's doable, okay? So these are fun. This is like, these is a collaboration they did with Anna Griffin, obviously, who is a very, very talented paper artist, and I think got her start in like weddings and beautiful, beautiful. I mean, it's, so that one's kind of pretty, and it has like a border. I don't know. We'll see. This one's a fun flower. We're not going to do all of these. Well, maybe not a flower. I don't know. Oh, that looks like a wallpaper. We're doing that one. I love that. I don't know if you guys want to know any of this. I don't know all of it. So here we go. This one's called Amelia Lace. If you're looking up, you want to Etsy it or whatever. I mean, eBay, Amazon, whatever. This one's called Thistle Tile. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, this one is Blossom Toss. Yes, so this is what I would say is my, what I think of when I think of Anna Griffin. And I have her old paper. I have a scrapbook paper. I don't know if we'll do that one. Okay, this is just a Cuttlebug one. I don't have a name on it. Look what fun that is. All right. It's so cool. Whoever donated these, they're all like, she obviously demoed them or did something, did parties. I don't know, but she's got them all labeled. And then she left this, you know, example in it, which is just so nice. So, you know, there's a good example. There is the A side, if you will, the up. See how it's like raised? And there's the impressed side. Or depressed. Is this impressed and depressed? I can't remember. Isn't that fun? And it doesn't really matter. You can use both sides. In my humble opinion, again, I could be completely wrong. If one of you is an official designer and knows better, please enlighten me. Julia Lace. Oh, did I say what this one is? Oh, Olivia Lace is this one. This is Juliet Lace. Very fun. And then this is Doris number 3, which is that like a tooth, what's it called? Houndstooth? Is that houndstooth? Don't know. Okay, let's play. Let's play. I'm going to put these away. And I'm going to actually, well, I guess I don't need to move that right now. I'll just move these. We're not going to use the unicorns, those poor little unicorns. Let's play. I'm going to pull paper from right here. So maybe we'll make some choices. Now, with this, am I missing a piece? I feel like I'm missing a piece. I am missing a piece. That's a good demo, Allison. When you get this, it gives you directions right on this plate. Now, they're all different. There's longer plates. There's wider. They're all different. But essentially, you make a little sandwich, you know, and put your paper in it. Now, it tells you how to do the die cuts on here. Okay. So just fun. Okay. So you put the cutting block on the bottom, obviously, and then your sandwich. But I am missing my other piece, and that's interesting because it's not on my table, which makes me feel like I might have brought it in and it's right here. Let's see if we can get these to work. It should work, but again, they're different thicknesses. All right. So let's just go in order. Let's just try this houndstooth. We'll just play for a little bit. And I will... Now, this is what I do. I literally just send it through. Now, this is not going to be big enough. Maybe it will be. We'll see. Oh, you guys might shake through this. Oh, you're definitely going to shake through this. I don't think this is thick enough. That did not go. That's a problem. That is a problem. Oh, yes, it did go. That was super easy. Wow. I don't bother about cutting any of this off right now at all. In my journal, I might keep this. This might be a fun journaling place. I might put a picture here or a journaling spot. I might use it as a flag out. I don't cut this off right now. I don't need to worry about that at all. And again, I'm usually doing this very quickly, like as my pictures are printing, right? So I might just choose one folder. I might grab a couple pieces of paper. And, oh, here it is. See, Allison. I might grab a couple pieces of paper and run it through. Now, let's just for fun try a magazine. Now, magazine paper is obviously thinner, especially than cardstock. So you could fold this. You could emboss two at a time. I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. And I fold it in my folder and rip it off. Okay? This is like, yeah. And we'll see. I don't think this is going to be thick enough, but I was wrong last time. Let's give it a try. It might. If it's not thick enough, you just add that other layer. Whoops. Try not to shake, you guys. Let's see if we got it. We sure did. Wow, it's gorgeous. Can you see that? Really, really cool. And that's just a magazine paper. Again, you could use this side if you wanted to. No rules. There's no rules. I love this one. Okay, we'll put Doris number 3 back. I don't know if that's the official number, guys. I mean, that's what she wrote on here. So I have no reason not to trust this kind lady who donated all her stuff. Okay, we're going to do this one. I'm going to lose these cards. I know it. Let's try this blue. Again, I'm not making something specific. So if you guys are making a card, or you're going to need to cut your paper obviously to the size you want it. Now you can send this through both ways, or if you're left-handed, obviously it just doesn't work for me. I'm not left-handed and I need to fuss with it. Now you also need to take this thing off. Again, a tutorial. This is not, friends. Just us hanging out. Just us hanging out on a cold, rainy day here in the Pacific Northwest in August. Please don't interpret that as complaining, because I'm here for it. I am here for the cold, rainy day. I'm in my sweats. I have my coffee and my oatmeal. Do you want to know what flavor oatmeal I have? You can guess. You already know. Okay, that's stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. I'm not a fan. I would like to cut this and use this on a different one. Okay, so I will cut that one, but that's, and look at the white. I often have been using the white. Obviously it's a more neutral background, but don't forget you have a pretty background on the back side. Okay, so that's that one. And we took the little thing off. Would you guys like to try one of these borders? I guess we could try it, huh? All right, I'll fold this and we'll do two at a time. I'll take this one off as well. And we'll do it on the blue, I guess. I'm really not a fan. Ooh, let's try this one. Except it's not wide enough for both, is it? Maybe it is. Oops, maybe it is. Sure. Okay. So again, little scraps of paper. This is what I use them for on my die cutting machine. All right, there's one plate. I know you're watching me and going, God, she's just a mess. I don't do this very often, and I certainly don't do it with other people. So I know my stuff's all over, and now those are stuck because it has that little glue dot on the back that she kept her kits, this little piece of tape right here. That's a very thin piece of scrapbook paper. That's gorgeous. Now, when it's super thin, you can see the white core of the paper. If paper's not solid cardstock and it has a white core and you press on it too much, you'll see it come through. That is gorgeous to me, and it almost looks like snowflakes right there. Really pretty. Okay, that's fun. Thanks for encouraging me to try it. I'm not too sure. I might have to look at this. This is Amelia Lace, and I thought we had one that was called Amelia Lace. So I might have to go through. These might have gotten mixed up. I mean, certainly not by me. I joke. I joke. Let's see. Did we not have one called Amelia Lace? No. Blossom Toss. Okay. I'll figure it out later. Because I think, yeah, they should match. This is Olivia Lace. These two match. These two just kidding. These two match. Okay. This little one on the floor is in the wrong spot. Okay, so did we already do Thistle Tile? Is that what we did, the blue? Yes, gorgeous. Back in your home you go. All right, we'll do this one, which is Festive Stripe. And I'm not gonna do the little piece. It's very ornate. It's very Baroque. Is that the right word? I know what I want to do on that. So let's choose something else. Look at all the brown, you guys, I pulled. I'm ready. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for fall. Now, this isn't going to fit just because it has this manufacturer strip on it. So we'll give it a little hand. Do that, and we'll send it through like this. All right. It really is fun. I like to do this if I'm not kind of doing it quickly. When my pictures are printing, I take this up and do it like in front of the TV or something. Same with my die cuts. And I just die cut ahead of time, right? I just die cut a bunch or do this a bunch. Festive Stripe, Festive Stripe. You are forever reunited. All right. Look at that. Ugh. That's stunning. Absolutely stunning. All right. Let's see what else. This one is a Cuttlebug one. Now this is a different brand. So again, a little different thickness, a little different, they just feel a little different. I don't know what to say. We're going to do this gorgeous pink. Ooh. All right. Let's see. I'm going to put it over here because again, and I'm going to do this because I want to, but you don't have to. Okay, this one's a little tighter, but it's going through. Some of them you just, can you hear it? Yeah. Ooh, hang on, friends, hang on. Super cute. Super cute. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but even on the stripe, kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right. Is this the one we just did? It is. Okay. Let's see what we have next. This one is another fancy Anna Griffin one. I am tempted. I want to do, but I think I have enough. Let's do it this way. Because I want to do some leaves on here. So I'm just going to do that. It's also fun when you have your machine out to go ahead and cut. You can send some to friends. Again, this is one of those things I know not everybody has, or if you do have, like you may not have a unicorn. And if you want a unicorn, you know, and you have a friend that has one, it's super nice to share that. I love this most of all. This is my favorite one so far. I love the texture of the paint on the paper. Yeah, stunning. But again, there's just the book page. Yep, super fun. All right, so that's a Cuttlebug, again, with a design by Anna Griffin. All right, let's see where we're going to now. This is one of the framed ones. Now, I want to say these are like Michael's or something. And again, it came with like a stamp, I'm pretty sure. And I think we want to try... Where did I put, oh, see, we haven't, oh, I'm only using one of my piles. That's great. I think this is supposed to be like a Christmas card. Let's just pretend it's going to be a Christmas card or a birthday card or something like that. Yeah, let's try it. All right. If you don't feel like you get a good emboss, I would run it back through. So sometimes if it's super thin, I run it one way and then the other way, okay? I'm really sorry for the shadows and stuff today, you guys. I know my desk is a little wonky with this. Okay, that's really pretty and very subtle. And you could put like a sticker here or a stamped thing that says whatever. You could use your, you know, gold, whatever, to highlight some of this and some leaves. Really pretty. All right, so there's that circle one. Again, inexpensive brand. I'm willing to say it's from Michael's. That's where I'm at with that. Okay, we have 44 minutes already, and we want to try to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. 6 more. Okay, well, we have done, this is like one of my favorites. I know I've said that, but I want to try these leaves on here. It's a little dark, I know, but I think we're going to be fine. Okay, now this is a Stampin' Up! One, and it is, this is thicker. It's very tight. It's very fat. So I'm going to try it again with the fold going in first, but I think this is one of the ones that I can't use all the layers with. Yeah, do you see it push through? It won't go. All right, so we're going to take out one of these plastic pieces of bread, so to speak, and just put it on top, and we'll see if that works. No, that's not going to work. All right, so we're going to put the thin on the bottom and then the sandwich, okay? There it goes. It's one a little crooked. It's going to release, so just hang on. There it goes. That's a tight sandwich. Do you want to see it though? Oh. Isn't that gorgeous? Now that does not show up hardly at all on this side. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I actually wanted to do that on this as well. So we're going to go ahead and send this one through as well while we have it out. You can just hear my desk going creak, creak, creak. Sorry. You guys, this paper is thinner though. Oh, that's stunning. That is really stunning. And it's a deep emboss. So the difference, you can see this is a very thin emboss, much deeper. Yeah, so kind of fun to play around with them that way. All right, let's see what else we have. We'll take this guy out again because I think we should be okay. Let's try, we already did a magazine paper, but well, we haven't done any cardstock, have we? Well, we did one piece. Yeah, I'm not a fan is why. I rarely do cardstock. So let's do some cardstock. I think this will be fun. Do we want the checkers or the Harlequin? We'll try this one. You guys can cut this super cute and pretty, or you can rip it. Depends on what kind of mood or crafter you are. I know we all differ in that. And some of you are having, ooh, okay, this is another fat one. Well, which makes sense, right? Because it's actually the double-sided one. Yeah. So I don't think it will take just this, but we'll try this. Whoops, we'll try this first. No. All right. We'll put the thin one in. Don't know if that's going. So this would be one, we can easily roll it right back through, okay? That's fun. Both sides are fun. Kind of Halloween-y. I thought we might do, I had that piece of black, here it is. And I thought this checkerboard would be fun on the black. So let's try that. I think this is going to be too thin. Oh, maybe not. That paper is super thin is why, and I'll just run it back through as well. Super cool. Super cool. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. I like that one. So those are fun. These spellbinders, I don't know Embossabilities, and this is ES013 for the design. I'm not too sure with Spellbinders. If some of you use it, if you could comment below or whatnot, let me know if they're all double-sided or if this brand, if this, what, design of them, like if some of them are single and some of them are double, I don't know. Don't know, but you are welcome to look it up and let me know. All right, let's try, I want to try this really fun rock paper because I've tried to explain it to you before, stone paper. It's just so fun to touch. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the cardstock, you guys. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take a lot. I'm going to have to figure out ways to use it. Now, this is interesting because it's already lined, and I wouldn't normally do lined paper, but I wanted to play with this paper. So I'm not too sure. I mean, let's just try the daisies just for fun because I'm just not, I don't think it's really going to show up maybe on this white paper, but some of my favorite embossing is on white paper, like I said. Whoa! You guys, if you're seasick and motion sick on this video, I am really sorry. Please, please come back next time. My desk will be more stable. There's the daisies. This paper embossed beautifully. Both sides. Wow. Kind of wish I'd spent more time and centered that because that's, I mean, it's obviously crooked, which it doesn't normally matter if you're doing. That's really cool. All right, did you guys guess what flavor my oatmeal is today? It's pumpkin. I know, I know. I was gonna make like chocolate peanut butter, and then I saw my pumpkin flavored protein and I was like, oh yeah, let's just make it pumpkin and go all fall today since it's cold outside, and I'm not going to Starbucks for a pumpkin latte. I did see a recipe I want to try to make my own. Let's see what we get on this one. Okay, that's gorgeous. This one I often cut on magazine paper. Can you see that? Oh. And again, magazine paper is super thin, and it literally almost cuts it. If I go like this, you can see some of it come apart. Look at even that side though for texture. Oh, I have one more thing that's embossing. I consider it embossing. I don't know if you do, but if not, then I'm okay. I'm okay if we have a different opinion on things, okay? On anything, really. This is a paper crimper. And I think by definition, oh, are you kidding me? Oh, this paper is already embossed. I mean, not embossed, but like has a little bit of a texture to it. Yeah. I think this is super fun. If you ever find one of these or you order one, you might already have one. Check that out. Corrugated. And by definition, that's embossed, right? Because it leaves an indent. It leaves an impressed. Yeah, digging it. Okay, so I really love this wood one. Let's see, is there anything else? I don't think so. I would like to do, what do we want to do on this white? Well, I don't need you here to do it. I just was going to play for a minute after I turn off the camera. So I won't do this one again. I'll leave it out for, or I'll just put it in here for now. I don't need that. This one's fun. Again, it's a card, but we can try it. Gosh, y'all are probably like, use the cardstock. And I'm like, no. I do really think, for whatever reason, this is in my head as a Christmas card. I know it came with like a Christmas stamp or something in the middle, but you could use it for anything. Birthday, you don't even have to use it for a card. It is not happy going through here, however. That you can see I'm pushing pretty hard to hold this. Again, my desk is unstable, you guys. It is a Murphy bed and my camera's on a movable arm tripod. So it is a little motion in here if I move the desk a lot. Oh, I actually really like that. Yeah, I like that it has some like subtle design in the background. Can you see it? Yeah, pretty cool. And again, you can always use the white. All right, so that's a good one. I know I've used that one before for sure too. I'm just going to leave these out and I don't have to worry about picking up right now while you're here. Okay, here's my favorite one. And I thought I would go ahead and run another envelope for you guys. So I pulled, in my envelope stash, I pulled this little envelope. Let's just see what we get. And you can kind of, you know, move it to where you want it. If you want it this way, which I don't. If you want it, you know, here, I kind of want more flowers, I think, and less leaves, but because it's pink. Y'all know how much I like and use pink. Let's try it. Let's try it because I really liked the one I did in my journal. This is by far my favorite embossing folder. Stunning. It's stunning. Now, what happened with my other one, and it looks like with this one too, it is embossed it like together, if that makes sense. So see, here is the little flap, and I'm going to have to gently kind of go in and release it because it's pushed it literally together to make a design. And so I'll work on that. I hope it wasn't stuck before I embossed it. We probably could have checked that as well. We could, there it goes. It's not super durable. So I know you guys have seen me in the front of my journal. I put stuff in it and it's hard to kind of open and close and get in and out of a lot. It's not a super strong envelope because it's been changed. You guys, even the white, I mean, I keep saying it. Now, you could run a piece of paper through, but like this wouldn't fit all on mine because if I unfold these flaps, this is not wide enough. Okay. So some of you, again, have a wide embosser. Obviously, you're not watching this because you already do your thing. So anyway, that is that. I will, you know, when I use it, take a minute to gently go in here. I did it with my ruler last time, but I mean, you can see it's pressed those papers together, right? So it's like you just push me together. Why are you pulling me apart? But you can release it. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. But I mean, oh, that's stunning. This is by far my favorite. And I'm so sorry. I don't know what brand. I mean, if you guys know, please comment below. This one's obviously a Christmas one. I'm so sorry because we're not going to get much out of here, but we might as well do it. We might as well use it. And I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put the whole thing in. It's going to be a mismatched shape. It's okay. I hear some of you. It's okay. I also feel like it's not a true, Okay, I want more of this and less of this, so I turn to that paper, right? All right, so I think this will be our last one. I've gone through all the ones I was going to use today. If you guys have any questions, let me know, with the exception of like, Allison, do you, come on, there we go. Oh, it's so fat and not happy right now. It's gonna pop. Come on. Gentle, gentle, gentle. There it goes. Wow. Are you guys okay? Are you still with me? All right. So cool. Look at that. Yeah, I really like that. And again, you know, if you wanted to use this piece in your journal, scrapbook, whatever, this is like a 4x6. You could just put a picture right there and honestly cover that hole. So don't be afraid to use your scraps, you guys. Toss whatever you have into your embosser and see what comes out. So we've tried a bunch of everything. We tried cardstock. We tried lots of scrapbook paper, magazine paper. Oh, I didn't use this one. Should we do one more? One more? Sure. Let's do, I mean, do we just want to do the wood or... I don't really know. It's a pretty busy picture, but I like the idea of it, and sometimes they turn out great. I've used water on stuff like this. Let's try it. We haven't done that one yet. Let's try the water. And the only thing is you got to get in here, so we'll do one more. Are you guys trying the item of the month? Is it helping you get through your stash? Is it too much? Is it, what are your thoughts? I mean, it's not like a challenge. You know, it's just me. It was just me trying to do, you know, a good job of using my stash. So I hope you're playing along. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're not, you know, I hope you join in next month. I'm about to pull the item for next month. Whew. And just, you know, we're all going to just think good thoughts about an easy, this is too fat. An easy item, because sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. Let me tell you. Whoops. Make your little sandwich this way. You're not in the mood at all. It's our last one. Just do one more. Just one more. Not in the mood. Okay. We'll take out that bottom layer. This is what I'm saying, like each one of these is a different brand. Oh, this is super thick. Yeah. They're all just different, you guys. And you got to just, yeah, there it goes. Oh gosh, you guys. I should link like motion sickness medicine down below in my Amazon shop. Look at that. Could be fire. Could be wind, could be waves, could be hair curls. Pretty cool. Look at that side. Oh, I really like that side. Now, see, that's the other thing. This was that bird that we weren't going to use, right? But it turned out great. That's actually my favorite side. Both are cool, though. And again, you don't have to use it like the picture. You could definitely use it upside down. You could definitely use it this way as like a background, right? You could rip it and you have some texture on your page. So that's it for me, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope this was fun. I don't think it was helpful necessarily, but I hope you had fun hanging out. And if you are like a professional embosser and you have tips for me or something, let me know. Let me know. And you know, how do you use embossing in your journals? Do you use embossing in your journals? Because I was not, and definitely wanted to. So this was a way I made that happen. So that's it for me, you guys. Have a great day. Thanks for being here. I hope you're having fun documenting. I hope you're gearing up and getting ready for September, because it's like kind of here. I mean, we have like one more week of August. I know a lot of the kids are back to school, and egads, the time this year is like lickety split. So thanks for being here. Have a great day. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.